girl's hair. Today my mom is going to show you how to do this hairstyle. And here we go.
I sectioned off her hair into 4 sections, and we're going to start with this front right section. Check out my video on how to make straight parts, and it'll show you how I got to this point where I just made a straight part from the front to the back, side to side. And from this point, what I'm going to do is make a part going all the way around her head to the back, and it's going to be one cornrow. Do the exact same thing to this side. 3 cornrows going to the back. Make sure you line up your cornrows with the ones that you already have on the right side. So your first part, make sure it aligns with the first part from the right side, and then carry it all the way around, and do the same for the second one and the third one. Completed the 3 rows of cornrows on both sides of her head. The next step was to take the 2 sections in the front, and I pull them together. And what we're going to do now is make a part kind of like this. So I section her hair out, and I'm making almost a triangle, almost like the right side of a triangle. It's a part at an angle. Okay? In this section of hair, I'm just going to take it and put it to the side. Now what I'm going to do is make a part for my cornrow that's going to go to the back. And I don't want my cornrow to be too thick, so the way I'm going to measure the thickness of my cornrow is to take the hair, kind of pull it back a little bit, and that'll show me what the thickness of it is going to be. And this is pretty much how I want it. So this section of hair here, I'm going to take and pin it to the side. And we're going to do our cornrow with the part that we just made. Now I'm going to do the same thing for this side. I've completed the cornrow going back. Just like I made the triangle slanted part to separate this hair out, we're going to make the other side of the triangle on this side to separate the hair on this side out. So I'm kind of using my cornrows to kind of guesstimate where my triangle should start, and it probably should start maybe right about here in relationship to where my other one was. Looking at her eye, where it is, so about here. So I'm gonna just separate her hair out like that. And then what I'm gonna do now is make my part more precise on this side, just like I did on the other side. Now we're going to make our part in order to make our cornrow on the left side. And the three sections that we have in the front, now that we've completed our two cornrows in the middle, I'm going to put rubber bands on them, and we're going to make bantu knots. It's already been combed out. And make sure whenever you're using rubber bands that you don't put them in too tight. I'm using a loose one right now for this middle ponytail. So I may have to twist it around maybe 3 or 4 times, but it won't be on her hair tight. And the key to using rubber bands without damaging the hair is, 1, not to put them on too tight, and 2, to cut them out. Don't pull them out, cut them out. So what I'm going to do now that the rubber band is on, I'm going to put her ponytail into a twist. I'm going to twist it. Same thing with this ponytail and with the hair on this side. You notice I'm pulling the hair back to make the ponytail close to the part rather than making it up here or up here. I want the ponytail to be further back, closer to where her hair is parted. I'm going to do the same thing with this. After the ponytail is twisted, we're going to go around and around, making it into a bantu knot. I'm just taking a few moments to just gently massage her scalp.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming in. If you're a stranger, it's okay. We don't get to know any other pony. Okay. Yeah.
Just sticking my fingers, the ball of my fingers, through her hair and just massaging her scalp a bit. We had to cut a few inches off of the back when she got her trim in May. And the very back of her hair is probably, I want to say 2 to 3 inches shorter than the mid part and the front.
Mommy, don't talk about that.
Well, we have to tell them what's going on.
What?
So we trimmed her ends, and I just want to promote more blood flow and growth.
What?
So I'm doing that by, one added thing I'm doing is, in addition to deep conditioning, is massaging her scalp. So I'm taking a few minutes to do that now before I complete her hairstyle.
Mommy, it isn't right for you to be telling me, them other people's business.
We're sharing information. Turn around.
Oh. Sharing information? That's all you had to tell me. I'd understand.
Okay. So now that that has been done, what I am going to do is take the 3 cornrows from the right side, and I'm going to include them in the ponytail that's here on the left side. Okay? And when you do that, make sure when you pull them into the ponytail that you don't make the ponytail too tight to where it's pulling on the cornrows and causing any strain or hurt to her scalp. So I'm just going to add the rubber band onto this and twist her hair. I threaded 6 beads onto the Gimme Clip bead applier, and what you do is you take your cornrow or braids or whatever, and you thread them through the hole. You thread it through the hole, and then you just take your beads and push them up onto your cornrow.
That's cool. See how it did that? That's cool, isn't it? For all of you that's watching.
And then I'll take one and kind of loop the cornrow around it and close it off with a rubber band.
And moms, don't get these around the little children because they could put it in their mouth and then they could choke on it.
Yeah, they're really little, so they're not good for the small kids, right?
Don't put those anywhere near them. Don't even drop it on the ground and leave it, because if you have a younger one, they will pick it up and eat it.
And we're going to do the same thing for this side. I'm going to thread on 10 of the Gimme Squeezy beads.
Why can't we just call them jelly? Because
that's not what that company named their product. Now, if you want to call them jelly, you can.
No, wait. This squeezy beads. Why don't we just call them squeeze beads? Because you can squeeze it.
Yeah, because you can squeeze them.
Yeah. No. Here's our final look for today's hairstyle.